What are you doing? What are you up to? We just got back from the grocery store because it's time to make another batch of sugar glider food. What we're going to be making today is called TPG. It's one of the staple diets that's recommended for sugar gliders. Most pet stores and pet supply places will actually sell pellets as sugar glider food. However, there are several staple diets that are recommended for them. Sugar gliders actually need a diet of fresh fruits and vegetables daily. They can survive on pellets, but it's much like you or I surviving off of potatoes every day. We would get what we need to survive, but the nutrition just isn't there. First step is going to be to boil this chicken. While the chicken's boiling, we're going to go ahead and prepare the rest of this. The recipe calls for about 2 cups of unsweetened applesauce. We do have to make sure that it is all natural. There's no artificial sweeteners or anything in there. It's pretty much just mushed up apples and water. Now this is going to look pretty ridiculous and not professional, but the easiest way to chop these up is just to put them in the cup with scissors and chop it up. If I try to chop these carrots up with a knife, they just kind of fly everywhere, so it's easier to put it in here and chop it up. The reason that these even have to be chopped up is because sugar gliders actually have a pinhole-sized esophagus. Now because of this, they actually will only take tiny bites of their food and then puree it into their mouth and only swallow the juices of that food. So it really helps for them to have smaller bites. We also have to be very careful about what vegetables we use. Some vegetables like squash, zucchini, cauliflower, those are all very high in phosphorus and can actually cause a lot of gas. So when we do use things like this butternut squash, we are really careful to make sure that we only add it every other batch or so. Now that we've finished our meal, we're going to go ahead and put it into these ice trays. Once they're in the ice trays, I'll put it in the freezer, and once it's frozen, I will go ahead and put it in freezer bags, and this will last them about a month. Every night, each one of them gets 1 cube. I typically put it in their cage around 6 o'clock. They wake up around 9 o'clock, so by the time they wake up, it's all nice and thawed and ready for them to eat.